Hey lads, this is the Pelican Man, and welcome back to the channel. And I've got some good news for you. Now, I'm sorry I haven't wrote a script for this one, but I'm going to be telling you about my best investments from the age of 14 upwards, and how you guys can increase your income with using these investments. So, first one, probably one of my best investments has been comic books, and the reason I say comic books is because there'll always be a market for comics, no matter what you buy. No matter what you get, no matter where you go, there'll always be a market for comics somewhere. Someone will buy them. I have bought comics for dollars, $2, $3, and I have looked them up on price on Google, and they've been like $40 to $150 each. And you know how much that makes my day? It makes my day a lot. You can do this pretty reasonably anywhere you go, because comics go up and down in value and they can appreciate. Now, if you want a comic to go up in value, you just gotta wait. One of the best comics to buy, in my personal opinion, would have to be the whole series of The Batman Who Laughs. Now, the reason I choose this comic in particular is because The Batman Who Laughs is a timeless classic. It is Batman, but everything that has corrupted him, and he finally gets killed, of Alfred of all people. Now, you want to keep these comics in as good a condition as possible, and if you want them to be worth more, you want to go get them graded. Now, where can you get them graded? There is a grading place. I forgot the name, but they're in America. There is no place in Australia if you live in Australia. I think there might be a place in Britain. We need some people who can grade some shit in Australia. That'd be great. Alright, my second best investment is cameras. Now, why cameras? Is because cameras can be cheap or expensive no matter what, but they can give you skills, and these skills are important for you to use. Now, what skills can they use? These skills are recording skills. If you can record, you can learn how to use these skills immensely. Now, what you may say, what can I use my recording skills for? You can charge people for recording. My laptop is completely full. I don't know why the battery is still powered on. Um, Back to it. Learning how to record, learning how to take pictures. These are skills people want, and if you can charge a bigger or cheaper price for them, you can undercut your competitors and then get more customers. And then once they're out, you can put your prices back up. And yes, this is a monopolistic practice. I'm not saying you should do this, especially if you're in America. But if you're in Australia, our country is run by monopolistic practices. Just look at fucking Coles and Woolies. Bloody hell, they are one set of monopolistic practices. For example, who do you think had a higher annual income, Walmart or Woolworths? Woolworths did. Woolies. They had a net profit of 8%, where Walmart had a net profit of 5% last financial year. Coles had a 7% net profit. They used to be some of the most trusted brands in Australia, but now they are some of the untrusted. They used to be in the top 10, and within a year they went to the top 10 worst. Now, some other factors is, monopolistic practices is what this country is built from. And, if you want to learn how to do it, there is a bunch of videos online how to. Alright, another one is defeating the competition. That is something you're going to have to learn. That was one of my greatest investments, how to defeat the competition. You just want to downplay it. You want to downplay it. There's no other way around it. You want to downplay putting down the monopolistic practices. That was not monopolistic. I'm still stuck on the last one. Sorry, guys. You want to downplay your competitors. You want to be able to defeat them, and you want to say, yeah, no, they're shit. You don't want to buy through them. They're not the greatest. You don't want them. Nah, you want to come to me instead. Now, how are you going to do this? Do some work for free. Now, that may sound like, why would I want to do work for free? I want some money. If you enjoy what you're doing, you're going to do it for free, and you're going to enjoy it. Because, you enjoy what you're doing anyway. And that's going to get you some customer brands. Say you want to do trimming. You want to trim people's lawns. You want to get them perfect. Go around, say, hey, what would you be okay with me recording myself mowing your lawn out front for free, completely free? I can guarantee you someone's going to say yes, or multiple people will say yes, and then you've got live people. Like, if you enjoy this, I want to start making money from this, but I need some customer bases, but I'm also happy to do it for free. Explain your goal, explain your end goal, Just say, this is just one of the steps I'm going to get there. Number 4, learn how to mind map. Now, I didn't learn this until a couple weeks ago, but mind mapping is great. It's much, much better than doing a business plan. Reason is, a business plan may not always work out how you want it. A mind map can be contorted. If you use a business plan, it's going to be shaky. If one thing goes out, everything goes out. But if you use a mind map, one thing goes out, it goes to another drawer. There is multiple links. That was one great investment of my time. And yes, I say time, not all investments are money based. Most investments are never money based. Most investments cost your time. And learning your time is a great skill. And, if you want to have money based skills, yes, you can go do that. You can go do that online. But you can generally go get qualified for $200-$300 depending on where you go. But if you want to go get something qualified for like first aid, it can cost you upwards. Having a first aid qualification though is a great version of keeping your time. Now, another great investment I have done is learning how to draw full stop. Learning how to animate on a computer. Getting a Wacom pad. That was a great investment. That was $100, and I've learned how to use it. As you guys can see, if you look back through some of my other videos, it's not the greatest, but it's there. I can do it. I know how to do it. And, it's great. You can do it when it's great. That's one of the greatest things about doing it. Now, another thing is learning what you have. If you have the whole world, then great. But if you're learning that you only have $300 coming in a week, you gotta learn how to use that money effectively. If you're making $300 a week, you're living with your parents. You gotta put in. I've got this rule called 50, 20, 30. That's generally a nice rule. 50% goes to your needs, 20% goes to your savings, the other 30% goes to you. But I don't use that rule. But that is a good rule to go off. I use something called the 50, 40, 10. Now, 50 goes to my savings, 40 goes to my everyday needs, 10% goes back to me. Now, why do I do this? I do this because it's an easy way for me to do it. But I don't suggest you do this unless you either own a house, you live with your parents, or you're under the age of 18. If you're under the age of 18, I guarantee you to do this. You want to go spend all your money? No, you want to go put that money in a large savings account. You want to open up a high interest. I have 3 high interest savings. I got 2 high interest savings accounts plus 1 low interest. Why the low interest? Because I only have to put $1 in that interest account every month. I've put like $200 in it once. Then I put $1 every month. That's all I gotta do. Or I don't even have to touch it. But it was still interest, and it's a compound interest account. If you don't know what a compound interest account is, a compound interest is basically you put money in there. Say you put $200 in, you take and times it by 10%. That's an unlikely guarantee, but say it times it by 10% every month. Per annum, not every month, per annum. By the next year, you'll have $220 in there, and then the next year after that, you'll have 10% of that, so you'll have 242. Now, a simple interest account is basically, if you start off with 200 yen, you'll have 220 the first year, you'll have 240 the next, and so forth. This isn't a great deal, but it still works, and you can make more of it. You just got to put money in there. And my low interest, I can put money in there any time of the week and then take it out, and then I'll still put the money in there because the money's been in there. That is a good interest account, and I suggest doing that. That's with ANZ, but that's how that particular interest account works. My other 2, I leave the money in there. I've actually locked one so I don't take money out, and that is another way how to grow your wealth. Locking your interest accounts so you don't take money out until you need it. See, I locked it, and it's January. I've started putting money in there every month, and I've already got $600 in there. I already got $600, and it's not even the first year of this. It's the first month. Imagine what I'm going to have in there by bloody December next year, right? Because I'm learning how to use my money. Now, another thing is having another high interest account. My other high interest account is 5%. I put $100 in there a month. That's it. I leave it alone, and it just grows. It grows and it grows and it grows, and I say, bye-bye, little butterfly. I'm not talking to you until next month. Now, how does this work? I'm going to have an extra $1,200 in there by the end of the year. That's how that's going to work. I'm going to have nearly $5,000 in there, and when I do hit that 5K, it's going to go down to 2%. That's just how that account works. But it may be annoying, but also, hey, I've done my job. What can you say? Except you're welcome. It's a lovely time of day. Hey, what can you say except you're welcome? Okay. Next point of subject is how to invest other things. I've also invested in a drone so I can learn how to use droning. Droning has been fun, unless you scratch someone's car. No, don't do that. Go to a large open space and learn how to drone there. Don't use your corridor and accidentally smack into someone's car. That is not a fun thing to do, and it's going to cost you. But you can generally pick up, I'd suggest, if you've never flown drones before, get a cheap one from like Walmart, Kohl's, or Big W or something. Don't go budget yourself at $100, but if you want to go for $100, get I used the Zero XO spray. That was the one I used. I kind of smashed it. But if you're interested in that kind of stuff, do that. Now, another thing is getting creative. If you invest yourself and go, hey, I actually want to do something, do it. Write it. I've written 3 books. I'm currently typing up one of them, and I love it. And one of those languages I've built for those books was the Long Tongue. If you haven't seen that video, go check out it. It's on the channel. If you don't want to go, it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. I'm not going to force you. But if you're enjoying this so far, take a like and take a subscribe down below, because I promise I'm making better content. This is just something that spiked up to me, and I was like, hell yeah, let's do this. I think people are going to enjoy this. Are people going to enjoy this? I hope so. If you're enjoying this, please leave a comment. Tell me if you're enjoying it. Now, another thing is wording. If you can learn how to word and read people, you're going to do great. Another thing is learning how to invest your money properly. Now, there's a great little app for this called 202 Trading. I learned about this from a YouTuber. I forgot his name. He's the old dude. Tells you how to like get money all the time. He is great to go watch if you want to go do that. But learn how to invest. Goes 202 Trading Investment. I think I ended up making like $6-7 grand off it, and then I went back down to 5.2. But I'm still over the 5 grand mark, so that's great. Now, you want to buy when the market's crashing, sell when the market's higher. All right, that's the first thing I'm doing. As soon as everybody's telling you sell, 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 you want to buy. Because that's when it's going to be the cheapest, and when they go back up in stocks, you're going to go, I'm going to sell this now. I'm going to make a shit ton from it. Alright, that's what you're going to do. That's how you're going to make some extra cash. That's what you're going to go, I like that. That's a lot of money. That's a lot more than I'm worth. That's a lot more than it's worth. Now, another thing is, if you want to start a YouTube channel, go for it. Just know that it's going to be a hard thing. I've only got like 63 subscribers. I really hope this video goes successful. If it doesn't, oh well. Yeah. So if you guys want to get your account from $1,000 to $20,000 within a year, invest in time. Learn how to invest your money. Invest in equipment, and invest your skills. Invest in your skills, because I've built multiple, and I'm only like 20. I'm 20. I feel old. Yeah, I'm only 20, and I've already learnt this stuff from when I was like 14 onwards. It's not that hard. You just gotta invest in yourself. You gotta do it for yourself. Gotta do it for you. Alright? Stay happy. Stay healthy. Remember to hit that like. Remember to hit the subscribe button. And leave me a comment down below if you've made it this far, because you guys are the reason I'm doing this. If you guys enjoyed this, love you boys. Love you girls. Love everyone. Peace out. See you lads. Remember, I'm just some random guy on the internet and not viable to any mistakes you make made. Sorry guys, but that was my advice. Have a lovely day.